Now I will act out a rescue and let you see what the AED Plus does during CPR. This represents a collapsed victim with pads already placed. It has a heart simulator built into it. The pads are already attached, but I will act out placing them. Notice how the AED Plus walks me through the rescue and how it supports my CPR with real CPR help.
Unit OK. Adult pads. Stay calm. Check responsiveness. Call for help.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You, call 911.
Attach defib pads to patient's bare chest.
Here, I would apply the pads. I will set the simulator to present a systole, an unshockable rhythm.
Don't touch patient. Analyzing.
The AED Plus recognizes the presence of a heart rhythm and begins analyzing it.
Don't touch patient. Analyzing. No shock advised. Start CPR.
Half of all rescues with an AED start with no shock advised. Perform good CPR with chest compressions that are at least 2 inches deep at a rate of at least 100 per minute, and the next analysis may tell you to deliver a shock.
Start CPR.
The AED Plus repeats the prompt to start CPR every 10 seconds. Because our AED has a technology called Real CPR Help, the AED Plus sees that I've not yet begun chest compressions. When I start, it will see my compressions and will help me do good CPR in a way that no other AED can.
Start CPR.
Notice the bar gauge on the display as I start chest compressions.
Push harder.
I am not pushing hard enough. The beeps act as an adaptive metronome that monitors my compressions and tries to speed them up to at least 100 per minute.
Good compression.
The 2010 American Heart Association guidelines for CPR recommend a compression to ventilation ratio of 30:2 for trained lay rescuers. Untrained lay rescuers can provide hands-only CPR. If you do stop compressions, like I am now, to give 2 breaths, the metronome stops. When I start back up, the beeps begin again and are synchronized to my compressions, and again speed me up to at least 100 compressions, as recommended by the American Heart Association. The upper line represents 2 inches, while the lower line represents 2.4 inches. When you do good compressions, the bar should at least cross the upper line. Now, if I stop CPR before the AED Plus tells me to, Real CPR Help continues watching for my compressions, and after 10 seconds with no compressions, it will prompt me again.
Continue CPR.
So, when it's time to do CPR, the AED Plus can see my compressions. It can tell me to push harder when my compressions aren't deep enough. It can tell me when I'm doing good compressions. And I can see the effectiveness of each compression by watching the real-time feedback of the bar gauge.